Hello and welcome, I'm Arumba, thank you for joining me. Let's play some more DOTA ability draft. Alright, we're going to take our time on this one. We're going to try to avoid doing too much fast forwarding, just because, you know, I've started to realize that, like, okay, so during some of the laning phase stuff, maybe we will, but for the most part, there's still just so much to talk about that there's really not really a huge reason to speed up the game, right? I mean, I figure if you're going to sit down for a 30-minute Dota video, you can sit down for a 40-minute Dota video, and then that's that. So this is played on the previous patch. There is a new patch that just came out, which has tons of changes. I can't wait to try it out. Can't wait to see what's different in ability draft. But I'm going to be playing as Skywrath Mage, which is a very fun hero in ability draft because he's got very high base movement speed. He's like 325, which is very quick. He's got excellent attack range, like 600 attack range. He is an int hero, so he's a little bit squishy, meaning that he doesn't have a lot of base HP. So Medusa starts us off with Spin Web. Blah, boring. This is a weird first pick. I mean, it's okay. It's more of a carry item, carry skill. Arcane Bolt, I wanted that because that's, you know, Skywrath Mage's signature move. I'm glad to have this on our team. I hate having this against our team. What else do we got? Liquid Fire used to be a lot better than it is now because you could use it at range. Now melee heroes fail if they try to attack more than like 200 or 300 distance away. So it's not as good as it used to be. It used to be like a free ranged attack. I ended up going for Shockwave because Shockwave is very, very short cooldown, very, very cheap mana cost, shit tons of damage. Normally it's on Magnus, who doesn't have a great mana pool for it, but it's a great skill on int heroes. It's kind of like Ether Shock or really any kind of line nuke, you know? You throw a good low mana cost line nuke onto an int hero and it's very powerful. Split Shot on Enigma, blech, whatever. Degen Aura. Void's pretty good. I have no idea what the hell this guy's doing. Sacrifice with Split Shot. What do you don't need mana for Split Shot. It doesn't make any sense. Mystic Snake's pretty cool. I chose Mana Shield because now we have the capacity to be nukey tanky. So we solved our one primary issue. We're fast, we have great attack range, we have an excellent nuke, but we're squishy. Now we're not squishy. Mana Shield is amazing. Insatiable Hunger with Void is okay, that's fine. This is a pretty good melee build so far. The problem is that he doesn't have Hunter in the night, or rather darkness, so he can't really guarantee that it's nighttime yet, but maybe he'll get it. Spawn Spiderlings without web really, really, really sucks. Like, it really sucks. You know what? I need to pause the game and just explain why it sucks. Okay, Spawn Spiderlings get the movement speed and regeneration speed that you get when you're in Spin Web. They also lose their collision pathing, meaning that they can stack on top of each other. So you spawn Spiderlings, you get a swarm of them, you get them all hiding out in a web, and then you pounce on a target and you beat the shit out of it really, really quickly. If you don't have web, or rather if someone else on your team or even on the other team has web, then they don't do that. Even if they're in your own ally's web, they will not do those things. So they just suck. It's just horrible. You should not take it. It's bad. Bad, bad. Wrong. Bad. Repel's cool. Ice Path it's a good stun. This is weird. I mean, Viscous Naval Goo is not the kind of thing that you really want to have to spam. Like, it takes a lot of work. It's so annoying. Like, unless you're Bristleback and, like, you need to use it to close the gap, you've already got Incapacitating Bite. You're not going to want to attack, goo, attack, goo, attack, goo. That's just too much micro. It's stupid. Chain Frost is okay. That's a good nuke. I wanted this. This was the other skill that I wanted. I wanted Dual Breath. Because Dual Breath is crazy, crazy damage on a short cooldown. 10 seconds, 40 seconds slow, sorry, 40% movement slow, 40% attack slow, burn damage of 80 times 5. That's 400 damage every 10 seconds. It's huge. And it doesn't say it in this tooltip, but the actual range, if you hover over it with the Alt key selected, can hit units up to 1,000 range away. So that's really, really long. You couple that with an Aether Lens, and now you got a 1,200 range nuke that does 400 damage every 10 seconds. It's really good. I did end up picking up Macropyre, simply because I figure I'm going to have the mana for it. And, you know, why not? Whatever. Whatever. It's fine. And we get one more nuke coming up here in just a moment. I'm going to take Frost Blast, 8-second cooldown. So, since I couldn't get Dual Breath for the slow. Basically, my goal was I want a dual breath for the slow, and then I was going to pair it with macro pyre. But instead I had to settle for Frost Blast, which is still a 30% movement slow. So I figure, okay, I can nuke, just nuke like crazy, and then I can use macro pyre to hopefully get like a second or two of damage in. And if I do end up getting a scepter, then the duration of it is 30 seconds long. 30 seconds! That's insane. Now I'm wondering if maybe this is a little bit messed up because I'm playing on a previous patch. I thought it was only 20 seconds, but maybe it got changed and it's like playing a replay on an older version. I don't know. You know, it is what it is. Also, by popular demand, we're going to do player perspective because that's all that anyone cares about. So without further ado, let's speed the game up a little bit here in the beginning. We're going to start off with a Soul Ring build. Now here's the thing, we go for Frost Blast first because it is actually more direct damage. It does 125 damage for 125 mana versus 75 damage for 90 mana, and it has a slightly shorter cooldown in the beginning, and it applies a slow. So we're gonna prioritize Frost Blast. He actually leveled up Split Shot first. I don't understand. The reason why you don't do that is that it reduces your damage output, right? You turn on Split Shot, and then you have less damage output, which makes it so that you have a harder time actually getting last hits. So it's garbage in that way. Because he's empowered, he actually has no damage reduction. But this is mine. I took the rune because I'm awesome. Anyway, 20% cleave. I love that you can cast it on ranged heroes now. Anyway, what else is going on? So this is new. Spell damage amplification 1.7%. This was not in the patch when I played. This is again part of the 6.87 patch. So this may break the replay. We'll see. So we're in the farm phase. We're playing against the Dazzle who has Void, Bristleback, Ice Armor, and Insatiable Hunger. I'd say he's going to harass me a bit with Void, but I should be able to out-harass him with these two nukes. I also have my 600 attack range, 325 movement speed to his 305 with only 550 attack range. So I have a range advantage and a movement speed advantage. 47 damage versus his 53 though. So if he does get an auto attack in, it's going to hurt.
First blood.
Lich being a dick. I got first blood. I'm going to pause the game. What a faggot. We got into a huge discussion yesterday on the Twitch stream that I was doing, where people were upset about me using the word faggot. I'm going to keep using the word faggot because, number one, I don't think that it's homophobic or homo whatever. And because Louis C.K. agrees with me, and that's all the justification that I need. You know, when I say someone's being a faggot, I'm not saying they're gay, I'm just saying they're being a faggot, you know? Stop being a faggot. It has nothing to do with sexuality. Anyway, if you get offended by that, good. You're choosing to be offended. And that's the argument that I'm going to continue to use, is that you are the one, you, Steve. I mean, I chose the word Steve, not because of Adam and Steve, because, you know, that thing. Nuke, hit. Why didn't I hit him? I should have hit him right there. I could have done an auto attack and a nuke easily. Anyway, you're the one that chooses to be offended. I don't offend you. You get offended. It's your choice to be offended. The things that I say are not offensive. You choose to be offended by them. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. So we're building up our nuking capacity here. We still have Mana Shield, level 1, if we really need it. We're going to want to go for either Arcane Boots, or possibly we're going to want to pick up a bottle. Going for the... Nope, just checking to see if that room was still down there. Here comes our boots on the courier. I do feel like the more time I've spent playing Dota recently, and the more time I've spent actually commentating on it, the better I am getting at commentating on it. I still am on drugs, by the way, although I'm taking half the dosage as yesterday. It takes about 2 days for... Okay, this medication, Klonopin. Klonopin's the name of the medication that is the regular one. I'm on the generic called clonazepam. It's got a 24-hour half-life, so that means that I took 2 milligrams yesterday, so that means that I still have 1 milligram in my system from yesterday, and then today I'm only taking a half dose, so by tomorrow it'll be less, and then depending on how I still feel, I'm probably even going to go down to a quarter dose, because I was like, well, just go watch the Twitch VOD, right? I was all over the place, man. I sounded like a lunatic, drunken fool. Anyway, we're skipping our ultimate. We're not taking Macropyre. Notice how we're level 6. We could have it. It's just not reliable, right? I can't get a kill with it. I'd much rather have more line nuke and more direct nuke damage. The fact that we have Mana Shield, Mana Boots, and Soul Ring means that our laning presence is going to be pretty sick now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We forced Dazzle away. He did come down here, and he's pretty scary. I told them missing in chat, but he got a double kill. Because they don't listen to me. So idiots. When in doubt, if my allies die, it's because they're idiots. I mean, that's just generally speaking the way that it works.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now this is great, this is great. Now watch how aggressive he's gonna be, but keep in mind I've got Mana Shield with 600 mana. Oh no! You've got Insatiable Hunger! I got Mana Shield. So Mana Shield, like, just check Mana Shield out. Absorbs 60% of incoming damage at a cost of 1.6 mana per point of damage. So damage per mana. So if I take a hit of, say, 100 damage, someone hits you for 100 damage, 100 divided by 1.6, it's going to take away 62.5 of my mana. And, okay, actually the way that the math would really work then is if I take if someone hits me for 100 damage, 40% of it's going to go through and going to actually hit my character. The remaining 60, clear, 60 is going to get divided by 1.6. It's going to take away 37.5 of my mana, and I'm only going to lose 40 HP. And I've got tons of mana, so like this is a surprisingly large amount of effective HP. Is all I'm trying to say, and it only gets better as we skill up Mana Shield. All right, so next up we are going for an Aether Lens. So Aether Lens is going to allow us to land our Frost Blast. It's going to extend the range of our line nuke. Check out the range on that Shockwave. Where are we? Where am I? I'm watching the fight up here, even though I'm very curious. Yeah, here I am. Look at the range in this thing. Look at that thing. It's huge. If I had a teleport scroll, I'd be there right now. Instead, I'm coming down here. Wow. Bam. Pew pew. Pew pew. It's pretty good stuff. 300 damage plus another 275 damage, soon to be 350. So we're going to be doing 350 plus 300. That's 650 damage on a 8 and 7 second cooldown with a 5% spell damage amp. This used to be an 8% spell damage amp, but in the patch that we're in right now, it got nerfed. So it's not actually 8%. Again, I do think that the patch is funking with the replay just a little bit. We also do still apparently have the effect. Now, every 16 points of intelligence that you have gives you increased spell damage of 1%. So, long story short, with 56 intelligence, 56 divided by 16, we get 3.5% bonus spell damage, and you can see right in there, with the Aether Lens, we have 8.5%. So we're right about the same as what it would have been.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And that's where I got a little bit too aggressive. Shouldn't have done that. Should have played it safe. My death cost was a couple hundred gold. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I'm gonna get you, though. I'm gonna get you. 370 movement speed. You can't run from me. I got mana shield. Look at this. Look at this tank, man. Where do you think you're going? You can't hide in there. Yeah! I love Skywrath. He's awesome. Okay, we re-upgrade our mana boots because we need more mana. So I'm a line nuker, right? I wanna keep pushing the lanes. So I've pushed mid, I pushed bottom. Okay, this guy is a complete dumbass. Okay, Skywrath mage uses... Okay, stop. Keep my tooltip, please. He uses his ultimate's magical ability to conjure a piece of violent, mystical field that lays waste to adversaries, deals massive damage, distributed evenly among any heroes in the area of effect. So, mind you, heroes. Heroes? Watch what this guy does. He's like, oh, look at all these targets. I'm gonna use my ultimate. This looks like a good time. He just spent like 60% of his mana pool for no reason. Anyway, I don't get what he was thinking. It doesn't work. It's a hero skill. Which also, incidentally, with Scepter lasts for like 15 hours now. No, seriously, Scepter duration, look at that. 12-second duration. Same damage per second. It just lasts for 12 seconds. I can't wait to try it. Anyway, where are we?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, mana battery is full. Only 800 HP, that's all we need. I had to go AFK for something. I don't remember what. Speed it up. I think my wife had just gotten home. She was on a trip to Venezuela. So I went and I talked to her for a few minutes. Okay, so next we're building a thinger. A, whatchamacallit. I was thinking maybe Scepter, because I like to make Macropyre better. But then I decided to go for the Octarine Core because I wanted shorter cooldowns.
Missing top.
Nuke diddy nuke nuke. There's no reason to go any slower when I'm just nuking this stuff, right? So notice how, again, now I'm rotating top because I want to kill the towers. Killing the towers is so valuable. Every tower kill that you get is worth about 1,000 gold for your team. If they deny it, you lose like half the gold. In fact, it might even be more than half the gold. Anyway, we're taking all these towers because I'm trying to help feed the team. I'm already ripped as hell, but by rotating around and focusing on towers, I'm trying to prolong our early game advantage here.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, hey, look, it's an orange. And I'm fast enough with Frost Blast that I can just chase him. I missed. That sucked. I need mana. I need mana. I need mana. Unfortunately, I was telling my teammate, like, hey man, I wish I could help you, but I need mana. I am a mana battery. If I don't have mana, then I can't do anything. By the way, in this patch, I missed. In this patch, what's his name got nerfed? Obsidian Destroyer. He was so overpowered last patch. I wish I had had a chance to play him, but I didn't. Too tanky for you. Now, I could have disassembled the Arcane Boots in favor of picking up the Soul Booster and then maybe getting the Octarine Core a little bit quicker. But I noticed that, again, I'm continuously having issues with mana, so I'm just going to keep on the Mana Boots and just have that extra little bit of recharge. I'm so glad they took away the mana cost associated with Arcane Boots and just made it so that you can cast it every 55 seconds. Incidentally, it actually also, Octarine Core makes Arcane Boots better, because you can use them more often. Dude, I'm not scared of you, Medusa. Oh no, he nuked me. I mean, if you show your face, I will kill you. He's gonna keep showing his face, by the way. He's like, I'm a Medusa, I've got web. Might as well just throw that out there.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
We still don't have a very long cooldown on it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
A little bit early on the nuke. Sometimes I mess those up.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Middle tower.
Can we get him? Can we get him? Can we get him? Can we get him? I think we can get him.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I love heavy mana builds. This is very similar to my lion build, but hey. And we almost have the Octarine Core, and then it's going to get even crazier with the cooldowns.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I could have chased, but I'd rather play it safe. Focus on getting that Octarine Core up, pushing them back. Like, notice how these guys had to go back to base. That on its own is a good thing. It costs them money, while I'm continuing to just go around and just make crap tons of money. So far, we are 6-1. It's a dazzle! What? What? I'm dead? No mana. I have no mana. I have no mana. Where's my mana? Mana shield's not on.
Was honorably done.
Okay, how do I die right here? I have no mana. And I get fingered. Ouch. No mana. Mana shield. I'm silenced. You son of a bitch. So he did the classic ancient shield Dagon bullshit. Son of a bitch. Fast forward till I'm alive. That was some horse. Always leave mana shield on. Pretty much always. Not always, but pretty much always. Anyway, we got our Octarine Core, which now also means that we have stupid huge amounts of mana regen. Because this thing currently, well, yeah, I got 50% mana regen. It used to give life regen too, I think, as well. Maybe a small amount, but then they patched it just like yesterday. But we get HP back. We get life. Hero spell lifesteal, 25%. 25% of the line damage nuke that I do is going to come back to be an HP. So I'm basically unkillable at this point.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh no, it's a black hole! I'll stand here. Just kidding. Goodbye. Alright, next up we're going for a Rod of Atos. I figure if I can just get that last little bit of lockdown in, I'll be able to use my macro pyre a little bit more efficiently. Now here's something I love doing. So okay, a lot of times macro pyre sucks because you can't actually like position it appropriately. But if you throw it in a path and then run through it, a lot of times people will be stupid and they'll try to chase you. And then you just stand in it, right? It doesn't hurt you at all. And it buys you time for cooldowns and stuff. Notice how the spider's basically been zoned out while we just kind of hang out on the fire, waiting on our cooldowns here. As soon as the cooldowns come up, it's just going to go bam bam, dead dead. Unless this thing hits. Nuke. And we're totally fine. Hands? Hands? Not bad.
Think of it as a new beginning. Illusion.
What the hell was that? Why'd I do that? Alright, so this is a positioning type thing here. I see orange, and I'm looking at it thinking, alright, there's just this narrow path here. Let's just fill it with fire and see what he does. I've got the mana for it, whatever. I've got my Rod of Atos. Atos? Atos, Atos, Atos. There it is. So he's Atosed in this fire. And it was an illusion! But I killed it good! I killed it good! Alright, so one thing that's amazing about Rod of Atos is that Rod of Atos with Octarine Core has a cooldown of 9 seconds and lasts for 4.
I end your life.
And slows them by 60%. It is so good! Rod of Atos is an amazing item. I think it's really, really underappreciated by a lot of players. Alright, this game's over. Let's wrap it up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
This is me failing over and over and over again to try to make the damn item. Thank you. There's the Bloodstone. By the way, Bloodstone now in the new patch gives 12 charges to start with. There goes all of our mana issues. Couple that with Mana Shield, we are literally unkillable now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Top is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Take that.
Nuke, nuke, nuke! Nuke! More nuking. Nuke! Nuke!
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Nuke him!
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
I basically have a Heart of Tarask, right?
Tower is under attack.
It's effectively the same thing between Mana Shield and Bloodstone. So I can tank towers. I can kill, I can do whatever the hell I want. Now, would this have been better with Dual Breath? I think so. Although Dual Breath does have this really annoying cast point, which isn't as good as the cast point on Frost Blast. I really like when you're playing as Rubik and you steal Dual Breath, because then he has 0 cast point. He can just instantly cast the thing. But
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Take that.
Radiant's top tower is falling. Radiant's middle tower.
I'm just being a
is
jerk
under
now.
attack.
19 and 2.
Radiant's middle barracks. Radiant's middle tower.
This announcer's having a hard time keeping up.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top barracks are under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Now, you know how I normally say I don't do this? Well, it's just too much fun. When you have this much line nuke, you gotta go for it, right? So anyway, that's that. That's the last game that I recorded before 6.87. So let me know what your thoughts are. I did fast forward a ton toward the end there. We ended up with, what do we get? 725 gold per minute, 771 experience per minute, 23 kills, 2 deaths. The 2 deaths were me just being a little bit too aggressive toward the beginning. I should have taken my time. You know, a death is not worth a kill. That I always have to force myself to remember that a death is not worth a kill. So anyway, I'll look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. As always, thank you for watching. I'll see you soon.